Hello, everyone, and welcome to this discussion about what it is to go through the StepFWD pre-accelerator. And I'm glad to have with me this evening Alex and Christina, who went last year through the pre-accelerator fully online, got till the end, pretty tired and excited about the experience. I can say it was almost 1 year ago when we did this, but in a different format. But before that, just shortly want to introduce myself. My name is Liviu. I'm one of the program managers at StepFWD together with Jeje. Although you don't see her, she's in the background running the show. So hi, Jeje, thanks for doing this. Just want to say a couple of words about the program. StepFWD is a pre-accelerator for tech startups with diverse teams. And we're looking for startups that have at least a prototype or a validated idea that want to take their business forward and grow it to acquiring their first paying users. So if you fit the profile, do check out all the details about the program on the website. It's straightforward. If you have any questions, just feel free to message us whatever channel you want to use. And beware that the applications are closing just a couple of days this Sunday on September 5th. Cool. So I want to let you introduce yourselves briefly and also mention something about how you came about starting low PAI and then licenseware. So let's go in this order if you like, Christina, to start.
Hi, sure, Liviu. Thanks for having me. First, I'm Christina. I have worked all my entire life in software development companies. So that's how we started Low PAI. I have worked as a recruiter. I started like that. And after 10 years of really hard work, I've developed my own company together with a friend of mine, Andrei. And actually in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic, we decided to create Low PAI. And we wanted to bring this idea of helping the online stores to have better services and to offer visual search, similar items, and auto tagging, allowing them to increase sales. So that was the main idea.
Awesome. Thanks, Christina. Alex, if you want to.
Yeah, hi, I'm Alex. I've been working in the software industry for about 10 years now, mainly in software asset management and software licensing. So I've been doing all sorts of work from audit in behalf of software vendors, also audit defense, consultancy for big and SMEs, so big enterprises and SMEs. And in the past, I think 4 years or so, I went into software development. So we kind of started out licenseware as a hobby and as a part-time project. It was also a way of trying out new technologies, but it was also something that we thought the industry needed, and we hope to bring the change that we wanted to see with licenseware. So we've been working on this project for about 2 years now, and last year is when it became a bit more serious, in the sense that aside from the ideation, prototype, and then MVP, then we also kind of went into the, let's say, startup journey with attending startup programs like StepFWD.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for this thorough presentations of how you become to start a startup and get into this world. So you've both been here for like more than a year now. And I guess it had its ups and downs, hit a few bumps on the road in this journey. So if you were to kind of share from your experience from last year until now, and probably in the foreseeable future, what will be the biggest challenges that you as a tech founder have in your startups throughout this journey? So let's go the other way around, Alex.
Yeah, sure. So I think one of the key areas that we focus is getting new business and also funding. So that's kind of like a new terrain for us. Myself and Cyprian, we are tech guys. We're the nerds. We brought in a third co-founder who has experience in sales. So he's kind of helping us cater to those needs. But that is the real challenge. Once you get through the initial phase and you have a product out there, and maybe you got also some funding, then it's really crucial to get those early adopters in, get the right feedback, and do quick iterations to bring the product where it needs to be to kind of reach mass market. So that's the biggest thing right now on our plate.
Awesome. Christina?
Yeah, so I guess for me, as Alex mentioned, getting new business, it's definitely crucial at the moment. We have done some demos for different clients, and it's definitely challenging to get new business. Another thing that I would point would be the fact that I'm the CEO, so for me it's usually things like legal, like human resources, like all the admin stuff that it has to be really well planned out. So for me, not having a really well thought plan, well, that's really crazy for the moment. But yeah, we're definitely a startup. We're definitely getting there. We have really busy moments, but definitely we're getting there. We're getting organized.
So I see you both mentioned that you've been struggling or seeing it as a challenge to get new clients, and this is a challenge that will be in the foreseeable future as well, I guess. But I know this started in the last couple of months, more accelerator for you guys, Alex, for example, when you started getting the investment, and the game is on. But if we're to turn back time 12 months ago, and you're starting the project or you're continuing the hobby into a real business, maybe at one point, if you can share why did you decide to look for a program and specifically to join the StepFWD pre-accelerator last year? What were you looking to get out of it? What are your needs? Just for other founders that are currently in your situation, to understand what was your thought process before applying.
Yeah, sure. So so the initial phase that we were in, so we finished the first MVP, and we got the first client, and we got some good feedback from the client. But we were kind of like, okay, now what? What is the let's say most obvious route that we can take? And that was, of course, to attend one of these programs where we got kind of like the know-how. So aside from having a product to go to market, what else do you need to do? How do you market that? How do you build the necessary documentation for a serious talk with some investors? How do you negotiate that? And so on and so forth. We had no idea about that. So we got to network with some interesting people, which we're still grateful to today. And we got a lot of, let's say, on-the-spot feedback, but also we got good references for material to basically study afterwards. So that really helped us go over the, two guys in a garage building a cool toy to basically scaling up to a small company.
Yeah, so for us, we discussed the possibility of a new challenging journey for us, and we decided to apply because we really wanted to get our side out of our comfort zone. We really wanted to meet new people, and we wanted to meet those people that were having the same challenges as we had at the moment, or maybe different, but we wanted to see progress, and that we actually wanted to exchange ideas and to see what other people were thinking about our product. And to get that reliable feedback that Alex was mentioning before, and just to share the stories with other persons that were in the startup areas.
So I know Alex already touched upon a bit of what you managed to get out of the program, but I wanted to ask you both, and Christina, if you can add, like what did you got after? How was the experience for you during the program? And also not only the knowledge side that you got, but also how was it to go 8 weeks through the program and having other things going in your life, and your life actually going at the same thing, and ending up in glory at the demo day, and then of course taking a good deserved break. But yeah, it's hard work until you get there. So the good, the great, and the ugly of the experience. If you want to share first, Christina, and then Alex, whatever.
Yeah, definitely. So from my point of view, when I received the first layout of the program, I said, no, these guys are mad. But actually, it was everything really well planned out. So it helped us tremendously, because it was like, I really wanted to organize. And I believe it was that extra step that we took that helped us in the long run, because even though the program is rather short, it's only 8 weeks, it has been really helpful in a lot of ways. I really loved the people that we met there, and the fact that we had a really great mentor. And also, I will not forget the weekly meetings that we had with you, Liviu, and with Jeje, that were really supportive at the moment. So when things were tough, it helped that we had to laugh with you guys, to laugh it off, or I don't know, to get some supportive feedback, and to see, I don't know, if we're going to have another 4 weeks. Okay, it's mid of the program, you've made it so far, you will go through it. So yeah, it was really challenging because we had full-time jobs at the moment. We still have, and it was a lot on our plate, but I would definitely recommend it for anyone that wants to meet new persons and to get things really started.
That's an interesting point that you're mentioning. I mean, for a program, people have fun as well sometimes. So I don't know if Alex can confirm, but if you want to add anything about the experience as well.
Yeah, sure. It was also an interesting experience for us, also a quite exhausting one. Talking from my point of view, there were a lot of things going on. I had a full-time job, so licenseware was still kind of like a side gig at that time, and just became a father. We were also in How to Web, same timeline, and I kind of had to juggle all these things. But there was a lot of learning condensed in a relatively good stretch of time. So not too much over just a few days. Also not too spread out. So that is something that I really appreciated, and also the way you guys organized it. Congrats. So yeah,
thanks for that.
Really. It was really nice, and of course the weekly venting sessions were good for our, let's say, mental release, for distressing a bit.
So glad you guys came out of laughing after a couple of months. So that's good to know. You were laughing at some times during the program as well. So I really appreciate that you found it pretty well structured, and coming from a COO, that's something to to look forward to. Cool. So you made it through. You got till the end. You learned some things, but now if you are to look back, what are the key elements or key things that you learn from the program, from the people that were involved there, and you managed to also apply in the business? So it's been what, like almost 10 months now since we started we finished actually the program, and I guess you made some progress. And if you can share us a bit what you got of the people that you interacted with and already applied or are planning to apply in the near future.
Talking from my point of view, I think one of the, let's say, essential skills that I got out of it was pitching, because I could rehearse that a lot. I could refine my pitch a lot, got a lot of good feedback. And I'm still improving it to date. But that was definitely something that I needed, and it's proven to be very helpful so far. Now we're kind of preparing to raise the second round, so I'm actively pitching again. So having that starting point was really helpful for me.
So we got a developer pitching, so that's and still pitching, which is good to know, Christina.
And myself, unfortunately, because the other co-founder, Andrei, who was supposed from the start to have the pitch for us, wasn't able to. So I had to step in. And even though I'm a human resources person at core, I hate speeches from all my heart. And yes, I had to do the pitch, and it was that extra step that helped me get my anxiety on the right track. And on top of that, I believe that as a general rule, I've learned that there is, in no matter the situation, there is always something that you can do. So even when we seem stuck, and even when we didn't had in the past years the results that we wanted, just know that there is always something that you can do, you or your team, and to continue to work in your business firmly and to take it day by day, and definitely in time you will see improvements. Maybe not in a day or not in a week, but definitely you will. You get the point. You get to the point.
So yeah, we got a lot of people pitching, so so that's quite interesting, and I'm glad that you apparently enjoy it somehow, or you got used to it.
Yeah, I guess you learn to enjoy it.
Okay, learn to enjoy it. That should be one of the mottos of this year cohort. When things are tough, learn to enjoy it. And at one point, we're still laughing about stuff. So yeah, we're still humans and have some good times, even during the program. I know Alex again mentioned a bit about what he's planning to pitch for in the near future. But if you can both share what are the plans with licenseware and Lopi in the next couple of months, years, decades, no pressure. Who wants to start?
I can start. So high level right now, we're basically trying to scale up, and one of the, let's say, essential areas that we need to basically address right now is raising the second round, and in parallel, kind of driving up sales so that the second round kind of reaches the level that we want to in terms of valuation. There's also an option of a bridge round, but we actually want to aim for skipping over that step. But is an instrument that is, of course, something that we would consider. And also, we kind of need to put some structure in the team. We realized that spending too much time on the product, coding and doing these type of activities has become inefficient because as the team grows, it's kind of difficult to coordinate. So we need to kind of take a step back and look at it from more an organizational point of view, and writing the right specifications, putting the right processes in place, so we can develop faster and have more stable releases, basically. So yeah, this is what comes to mind, I think.
Okay, so busy days coming and busy months. Okay, Christina? Sure.
Sure. For us, I believe that at the moment we are trying to get the successful demos in place for our first clients. And for next week, I believe it's going to be mandatory to scale up the team. As Alex mentioned, it's really important to have the right people at the right place. And for the next years, sure, we would be interested in getting some financing on our plate as well. But for the moment, we are fully sustained. And I believe this kind of sums it up.
So, okay, so you both have busy days, and let's make an exercise of imagination with your experience so far, with what you learned from the program last year. Let's say once we finish our applications and we go through that, you guys Monday have a new idea for a startup. Supposedly have a new idea for a startup. What are the first 3 things that you want to have in place by the end of next Sunday to be sure that you're gonna say yeah, I should continue pursuing this idea further? Christina, I see you're laughing.
Definitely, yeah, I'll go first. So for me, like in my dream, always in a new scenario, the team is mandatory. This is a must. Second, I believe that I will start some kind of a forecast of a budget of my new business. And third, I would like to find the first enthusiast buyers to check that my idea will have success on the market, of course. I believe those 3 would be the first things to do in the first week.
So team, forecast, and first clients. Alex.
Yeah, I would say also team, of course, it's number 1 always. So in case you don't have it, you better get it. Second would be thesis. And what I mean by that is basically having a basic concept of or a vision of what you want to build, how you want it to have it, how you want to build it, and so on and so forth. And ideally to have some sort of an early adopter type customer that you can approach to basically show him what you have, because you want to have some sort of validation that you're going in the right direction.
I'm glad you're preaching about having clients and validating it. Although it's last, it's mandatory. You won't go any further if you put together the team, you put together the forecast or the thesis, but at one point you need to talk with those clients over and over again. And this, as a short insight of what's happening for the program, I think 98% of the time people were telling you to talk with customers and get answers for them. So that was kind of one of the crucial things going on for the program. No matter if we're talking about legal stuff or investment or sales, it was all about talking with customers in the early stages. So glad this comes now natural to you both of you. Before we start wrapping up, I want to put you guys and gals in the position of mentors. So let's say you want to advise somebody that is now in your position that you were 1 year ago, considering starting the business, transforming it from a hobby to a business, applying to a pre-accelerator. So first-time tech founder, right? yeah, look at me. Let's say I'll play the role of the first time tech founder. What were your advice in this moment to like move the business forward? Let's say I kind of have an idea. I have kind of have a team. Maybe I know some clients. I kind of have a bit of everything ish to some extent of what you mentioned, but I don't know exactly like okay, what are the next step? What to do till the end of the year? Till should I still continue doing the business? I don't know.
I would say
Who want to
first
be
of
the
all,
first mentor?
can I start?
Got it. Yes,
I,
Alex. Alex the mentor. Okay.
I would say first have a plan. Even if it's even if it's a bad plan, just have a plan. You can always change the plan, but you need to have some sort of sense of direction. You need to center yourself against kind of like a path that you built for yourself. This way, you can also monitor your success and where you needed to adjust, where you had, let's say, misses, basically. Aside from that, you could either build something that you can show to your clients or build a compelling story that would kind of make them want to pay you for building what you said you were going to intend to build anyway. So depends very much on, let's say, the market, the product that you want to build, also the resources available. So I wouldn't say one is better than the other. It's just different ways of looking at it. And of course, it's not the only way of starting out. It's just how I would do it.
Okay, so have a plan also. Christina, what do you want?
Definitely. I would actually return the advice that you guys gave us. And it would have been to discuss with the clients. So from day one, it was discuss with your clients, with your possible clients, with your ideal clients, with all the clients, discuss with your clients. So, and be persistent. And as Alex mentioned, tick off your objectives, even if through the or on the long way you will see that it's not the thing that it's supposed to be done. See it through, and after that everything will fall in place, or at least for us it did.
Okay, so I like working with you guys. Kind of have you'd put me to work, but kind of in a good direction. And there's uncertainty along the way, as Alex mentioned. Have a plan. It won't work. It's gonna change because life happens, right? In the business. So before wrapping up, I wanted to mention, I know I put you in the role of mentors on the spot now, but for those of you looking and are considering to apply to the program, you can actually have the chance to interact with Alex and Christina. So they will share from their experience so far. So you get the help of not only the mentors, other startups, as Christina mentioned at the beginning, see what other people are doing. We're thinking about your idea, but you can also interact with the former alumni from the programs. So I guess we're kind of ending the time that we have for this evening. I'm really happy I had the chance to talk with you guys and groom you into becoming mentors one day. Again, no pressure on that one. I don't know if you want to add anything else before we end up. Alex,
I would say it's really nice to get the chance to pay it forward, even if it's in a small gesture like this. We're happy for the experience that we had, and now we encourage others to take this path. It's gonna be fun, but just buckle up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I couldn't have said it better. Definitely apply, and you will see a tremendous value added to going through this program.
Awesome. So first have fun and then buckle up on that journey. So thanks for being out with here and sharing from your experience and letting people know that 3 days left to apply to the program. But we get applications for the weekend as well, so they're still open. And good luck in the next steps of your business, because they're going to be fun and exciting at the same time, right? Cool. Thanks a lot for being here, and have a great evening to both of you.
Thanks, Liviu.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.